Who are you?
Uh, my name's Jaime. I'm a son to my dad, to my mother. I have a sister, two younger sisters. No, one older, one younger. Sorry. I'm a student. I'm planning on going to college and stuff like that. Making my life better for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I work. I work to provide for my family. Just helping them out in the best way I can,
Okay, okay,
and just save up for my future too.
okay. I like that.
Yeah,
I guess how is life for you today?
it's good. It's good. It's definitely a little slower than I'd like it to be.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like for me, I expect things to be faster paced.
Yeah,
Like I want things to come to me like right away instead of working for it,
yeah,
which I have a lot to learn from
yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah,
I like that.
yeah,
So I guess do you enjoy life right now then?
I do. Yeah, it's a good experience. Like
Mm-hmm.
even the small little things like having a job. Most people I know don't have it. Uh, Even though like last December, this past weekend, I had the opportunity to go to Europe.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a really good experience. I spent about a month over there, and it's definitely an experience that not a lot of people can experience. So it
Yeah,
was great. It was a
I
good
like that.
experience. Yeah,
I guess how was your childhood then?
it was good. It was my dad raised me right. He said don't do drugs, no alcohol, no nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
I still stick to it. Um, yeah, he raised me the best I could. Same with my mom, and yeah,
Yeah.
I had the chance to live with my family, even though might not have been the best living situation. I
Mm-hmm.
sure took the fucking best out of it.
Yeah, I like that. I guess do you miss it then?
In some way, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I guess the thought of not worrying about real life problems like
Mm-hmm.
financial situations and real life situations like
Yeah.
food and money and stuff like that and bills.
I guess what's one thing that stuck with you throughout your childhood though?
Hmm.
What's one thing that you can vividly remember from your childhood?
I guess the summers.
The summers?
Yeah. So like after school, when school would get out, my uh, my dad would always, if we got good grades, he would take us to the store. Like we'd always get to pick out a toy he'd buy us,
Mm-hmm.
and all throughout that summer we'd just play and stuff like that. Go play with like hoses and shit,
Yeah.
and just like go to the lake and have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess that real stuck with me. It still sticks with me to this day.
Okay. I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Um, what do you live by?
Mhm. What do you mean by that?
I guess what are your standards for life? What are your own rules for you? You know what I mean? It's like somebody says they live life to the fullest, which means them going to the club or
Right.
somebody going
Yeah.
camping every weekend.
I kind of, I guess, I kind of get that too. I kind of want to experience as much as I can in life, but I also want to have my own successions,
Mm-hmm.
just being successful in life, have a family, grow up, have my own things that I can call my own,
Yeah,
and, something like that.
something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess. Do you have any rules for yourself then? Do you have like any boundaries that you wouldn't pass on your own?
Hmm. I guess just so like, I guess this kind of goes back to like me being like, was my dad helping me grow up and stuff is
Mm-hmm.
like not doing drugs. That's my main thing.
Yeah.
I'll never do any drugs or anything like that. No matter like how hard you peer pressure me or everything, I won't do it. And I hope to pass it on to my family back
Yeah.
in the future too.
I like that.
Yeah,
I do like that.
yeah.
Um, I guess what's the meaning of life to you then?
Hmm. I guess it's to be happy in life.
Mm-hmm.
Do something in your life that you can say in the end that you are content with.
Mm-hmm.
Something that you have no regrets of doing, or that something you can say that I would 100% do this again with no hesitation.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
I like that. I
Yeah,
do like that a lot. I guess with that being said, do you have any regrets? Do you have any regret? Yeah.
there's definitely like a whole bunch of small ones. Just like in school. Little things that embarrass you.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing comes to mind obviously right now, but Uh, but right now, I don't really have any regrets. No,
No.
no. I'm sure some will come in the future,
Hmm.
but right now, no.
I guess how do you think you'll deal with it later on?
It probably in the moment, it probably wouldn't stick out to me,
Hmm.
right? As most things do. But then after a while, I feel like it'll start to hit me,
Yeah.
stuff like that, and I'll definitely think on it for a long time,
Hmm.
and yeah,
Okay.
and
Okay.
do something to fix it
Yeah.
if I could. If not, then just try to get past it and move on.
Hmm. Um. So, do you like when things change then?
I think it's like uh sometimes, yeah, sometimes it could be for the better, sometimes it could be for the worse. And in some ways, I like to think of it as it changes for a reason.
Hmm.
So if it wasn't meant to be, for like example, a relationship or something like that, then it wasn't meant to be. I think there's always a plan for us, whether we may not like it or not. I feel like there's always a plan for us, and yeah,
Okay, I like that.
yeah.
I guess what are some big changes you've experienced then?
Uh, hmm. I guess there haven't been many. Just I guess I moved once in my life. We just moved across the city. It was we I still went to the same school and everything, but I guess I for me that I was just about maybe 10 years old, 12 years old. So
Hmm.
for me at that point that was really big, and it was a big turning point in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess how did that change you?
Mm. I guess it made me like realize that we're not meant to stick in one point in our entire lives. We're meant to like expand and grow.
Hmm.
Uh, and we should definitely take the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I do really like that. I guess what is struggle to you then?
Uh, I guess everything is kind of struggle. Like a whole life is a struggle. Some people may have it more easier than others, and some people may have it really hard. But for me, struggle is something you just have to overcome and find a way around it. Whether it may be just paying for a light bill or something as little as like filling up your gas tank.
Hmm.
I feel it's something we can all just overcome and find a way around it and somehow figure it out.
Okay, okay. And are there any struggles that you're dealing with today?
Uh, Apart from like money, which I feel like everybody is,
Hmm.
I feel like there's not really much I can comment on.
Yeah,
As in, like, there's nothing going on with me that compared to other people is that much of a struggle.
yeah. I guess what was your lowest point in life then?
Uh, to be honest with you, I don't think I really had a lowest point in my life. Um, I always had like a loving family, so they were always there to help me. Uh, I always try to look like at the best of things,
Hmm.
not the worst of things. So I never, I guess nothing never brought me down, if
Okay.
that makes sense.
Are you happy with yourself then?
I am. I definitely think there's room for improvement, but I am pretty content with myself,
Hmm.
with things I've done in my life so far. Uh, yeah, I guess I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess what are those improvements that you need that you say that you need to make?
I guess just for the main one of the biggest thing is like finding out what I really want to do in my life.
Hmm.
Because I'm still kind of on the edge of deciding,
Yeah.
but I feel like there's a lot of people with me when they say that they're not totally sure what they want to do in life and what they want to commit to in life,
Hmm.
and I'm kind of one of those people right now.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
I guess, do you have a fear deep down that maybe you won't find a place?
I feel like I do,
Hmm.
because honestly, my biggest fear in life right now is not succeeding.
Hmm.
Is I want to be successful in life. because I grew up with some struggles, financially, and I just don't want that for my future self.
Mm-hmm.
I know it definitely will come at some point in my life, but I feel like I want to do everything in my power to like that doesn't come ever
Yeah.
back again. And right now I'm trying to work towards that.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Yeah.
Um, I guess what are some things in life that you dislike? Um, Maybe seeing in yourself or in others, or just in general.
Um, I don't. I guess in some ways, most of the time, you find yourself like around people around you try to bring you down,
Mm-hmm.
which I feel is like really. It's not a good way to think about things.
Yeah.
I feel like you should be bringing people up. You should be bringing people up instead of bringing them down. Encourage them instead of putting them down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like I think that's the worst part about life is someone not helping you through it or trying not trying to not see you succeed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess, has that ever held you back from you wanting to be at a place in life, or you wanting to enjoy this moment?
Not really.
Mm-hmm.
No. I am pretty adamant about where I want to go in life
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. So
I like that.
like
Oh,
oh yeah, yeah.
no. I thought you were gonna say something else.
Yeah.
Um, I guess, do you care about how others see you then? Your image?
Not really. No.
No.
No. I honestly I never cared about how people see me.
Mm-hmm.
Uh I honestly do things for myself.
Yeah.
Uh I couldn't care less honestly
Mm-hmm.
if people saw me as like a little fat kid that I was once when I was younger,
Yeah.
to what I am right now.
Yeah.
So I just don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, where do you think that came from?
Hmm.
Where did you get the idea to not care about how others see you? Just because I've spoken to a few people and
Yeah,
they've told me that they do care about how others see them.
I guess at some point in my life I realized that it you well you shouldn't really care about what people think about.
Mm-hmm.
You should only care about especially about yourself, about what you think about yourself and what you can do to improve yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I don't know. Sometimes people, like I said before, bring you down for just because to bring their own ego up or something like that. And
Yeah.
maybe it's not true. Maybe they're just lying to themselves or something. They just want to bring you see you sad and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess for anyone struggling with that, I guess,
Hmm.
what would your advice be to them?
I guess. Mm, I guess it'd be the same thing I kind of said before. Is just focus on your self-image and don't don't take into consideration unless you ask for it about what
Mm-hmm.
other people think about yourself and something like that. Yeah.
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 Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
And do you believe you're living or existing?
I feel like at some points in life, when you're doing some liberating stuff, visiting a country or going
Mm-hmm.
skydiving, so you're living in that moment. But when you're like doing everyday other things, just working and stuff like that, you're just kind of existing there,
Mm-hmm.
or going to school, you're just existing, doing mindless things that,
Yeah.
yeah, that just set you up for your future life.
Mm-hmm. So I guess it's a balance of both for you.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess the more exciting things you kind of live in the moment, the
Mm-hmm.
more dull things you're
Yeah.
just existing there.
I like that.
Yeah.
Um, what shaped you into you today?
Um, I guess my family, my
Mm-hmm.
child, my dad and my mom. They told me to like stick by certain things. Go to college, have a life, don't do drugs, don't drink, and yeah, I guess I have them to thank for everything
Mm-hmm.
so far up to this point in my life.
Yeah. I like that. Um, I guess what separates you from others?
Um, I guess I feel like one big thing would be my ambition. So
Mm-hmm.
like for my life goals, uh, I really want to see myself succeed in life to the point where I can basically succeed no further, or where I'm finally content with myself. But yeah, that's probably it.
So I guess, are you happy with yourself
Today, yeah, I guess
today?
I guess you could say today, yeah. Sometimes, uh, I get frustrated easily. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
just with like everyday things, just like I guess not having enough of something.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, yeah, in my current situation, I'm happy with myself. I'm happy where I stand. I'm happy where I'm going.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
And I guess, what's the best advice you got from somebody?
My best advice, yeah. To be honest with you, I can't really think of anything off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't receive advice that often. Um, yeah, I gotta leave.
No, I guess. Do you have any advice for, I guess, your own self?
Yeah, I feel like just don't slow down, I guess, or
Mm-hmm.
slow down sometimes, or know when to slow down, know when to speed up in life. Sometimes things take time. Other things you can just blow right by them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, when was the last time you cried?
Um, honestly, can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I don't cry that often. Um, I guess it was years ago when my dog died.
Mm-hmm.
That was a pretty sad moment in my life.
Yeah,
But I think that's basically about it.
that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I guess, have you ever outgrown somebody? It's This question's a little weird just because everyone looks at it differently.
Yeah, yeah.
I've spoken to people who say people just kind of live on their own lives and they
Right.
don't really outgrow somebody.
Yeah.
So I guess, what about you?
I feel like I see what you're sticking with, like people just live their own lives and stuff like that. Um, I don't think anybody can outgrow anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like you said, everybody just has their own set path that they're going on, and just focus on yours. And yeah,
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
yeah.
Um, I guess, what's the most impactful moment in your life?
What's the fact?
What's Yeah.
Mm, I honestly, probably my first job.
Your first job.
Yeah, my first job, and like my first paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
It made me realize like how hard things actually are in life. How much you have to actually save up for like that new car or that used car, new to you car, or even something simple like a water bill or electricity bill.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you gotta like space your things out to be able to afford all the luxuries that some people may not have.
Okay. I like that.
Mm.
I guess, what what's made you so positive in life? What's stuck
Yeah,
through you? You know what I mean? I know it's your family, but
yeah,
why keep following the family when you have your own life?
right. I guess they'll just be there until I guess they're not.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you just gotta make the most of it with them. You know, Even though some people may not have the best relationship with family, I am fortunate enough to have a good one. Um, and I feel like if you don't take advantage of something that you have that some people may not have,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of just letting it go to waste.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah.
Um, I guess, do you believe in a higher power?
I feel like I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's always something that's more powerful than you. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing ever more. You're never like the most powerful thing in the universe. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's something always controlling something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess, how has that changed you throughout your life?
I kind of, for me, in life, I believe in God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bit religious. And so when for me going throughout life, I always tell myself if God wants it to happen, it'll happen, and if He
Hmm.
doesn't want it to happen, it won't happen. That's kind of my whole mentality with going out through life. So yeah,
I like that.
yeah.
I guess with that being said, have you ever gotten mad at, I guess, God for taking something that you desired and he just took it?
I not necessarily, not at this point in my life. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like in the future there definitely will be some things that I wish weren't taken from me.
Yeah.
Um, but I guess that's just what life is, you know.
Yeah. Do you think you overcome it like most people, or do you think that that will drag you down for a good majority of your life?
I feel like it'll definitely be hard to overcome. Eventually, I will get through it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but yeah, I feel like it could definitely be depending on the thing that what it is and how it affected me throughout my life. I feel like it could just like decide how long it takes to overcome. Or
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay. I guess what is death to you?
hmm. I think it's like something inevitable that we can never stop. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's no matter we can't even prepare for it at some points in our life. It's just something that will always come. We can't stop it, and it's just part of life that we have to agree with, even though we may never even like it
Mm-hmm.
or enjoy it. But yeah,
Okay. And is there an impact you want to leave behind?
uh, I feel like to other people, not necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the biggest impact I'd want to leave is on myself, like what I got from all of this in life, and you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. I guess what is that impact that you want to leave behind for you?
I guess like I said before is if content with myself and where I got in life and what I did in life, or if everything that I missed out in life was something that I wanted to do or something I just never got to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. I guess what are your dreams for life? What do you desire?
Uh, I guess probably just to be prosperous in life, you know, successful in life, uh, you know, I want like a house, you know, just out in the middle of nowhere with a family that you just say, hey, this is mine, you know,
Mm-hmm.
something I can call my own. Yeah,
Okay. And I guess we'll go into this world. How do you see it in today's world? Just because this
yeah,
is a generation of one of its kind.
right. Yeah, I definitely think it's gotten harder since like the before where people could easily afford like to buy a house on their salary. But nowadays it's really hard nowadays, so you just have to kind of work really, really hard to do
Mm-hmm.
it. You have to do some things that you never thought you'd have to do. And yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
And what do you think you miss from this life the most?
Probably just the relationships I have with people, you know,
Mm-hmm.
the friendships or upcoming relationships that I may have. I feel like those are what might be the most impactful on myself, you know, because even I still like remember some of the days back in high school
Mm-hmm.
I spent with friends and stuff like that. And yeah,
Yeah,
it was a good time.
I like that. I guess how has high school changed you? Just because I've spoken to somebody else who said high school has changed them a lot.
Yeah,
They were once a follower and now they kind of don't know who they are.
right. I get it. I feel like high school has changed me in a way. I guess everybody says that high school is like supposed to set you up for the future.
Mm-hmm.
Um, even though some for me, I kind of had to figure that out on my own, like what I wanted to do in life, what I wanted to get out of life. how to live in life, you know, pay tax and everything. I never got that taught in high school. I had to figure that out on my own. Um, yeah, it's definitely something that did change me for the better, hopefully. Uh, yeah, but yeah, I used to just think that everything will come with that everything will come with from high school, and it will
Mm-hmm.
set me up for the future, and I don't have to worry about a thing ever. And
Yeah.
that's definitely not the case. And so yeah.
Okay. I guess what do you think that others should enjoy in life more than they usually do, more than you see people do?
Um, I guess the like little things that we may not, notice at first, you know, like the small friendships that may lead to nothing or that sometimes may lead to something big. Uh, yeah, just like those small little things that we don't take into appreciation for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess i- if you had to fight for an existence here,
Mm-hmm.
how would you fight for it?
Uh, I don't know. I guess I think it's a tough question.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough question. I feel like that's like kind of a question that makes me feel like it's something I'll figure out when it comes,
Mm-hmm.
if it were to come. But right now, I don't have an answer for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I guess what's one thing that you want to get off your chest about, I guess, the people who do bring others down and who try to,
Yeah,
you know,
I
just.
feel like I feel like it's something that just shouldn't be done. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you should always just try to bring somebody up. It's a real like shitty thing to do. It's just to like even see, I guess something that you shouldn't do just to see yourself, gain some pleasure out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You should always just kind of bring everyone up. Like, yeah, they may be more successful than you in the future, but even if they are, they at least worked for it, and you should have worked for it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that. I guess what's one piece of advice that you would give out to the world?
Uh, I guess. Hmm. I guess is just be yourself. You know. Don't let anyone change you. Don't change for anyone. Uh, yeah, people that want to be in your life will be in your life, and people that don't, they just don't.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of life, I guess. Is yeah, everybody has their own like, I guess, preferences in life. Yeah, and sometimes you may not meet them, and someone else might not meet yours. But I guess that's part of life.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I like that. Um, how do you think your younger self would see you today?
I feel like he'd look up to me in some sort of way. Um, just something that we like look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I was younger, I was definitely like I had my own hobbies, right? I never really hung out with friends outside of outside of school, and right now I try to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I go out with friends to just fun events that they may invite me to, or I might invite them to, and I'm kind of just trying to take everything in life, take every opportunity I can. Uh, yeah, and I feel like he like to do that too.
So,
Yeah,
okay. I like that.
yeah.
I really do. Are you truly who you say you are to other people?
What do you mean by that?
Um, I guess one person told me no, and they told me that sometimes that they would put an act on in front of their younger brothers to seem bigger
Yeah,
and
I get
to
you.
you know to
Yeah,
seem bigger than what they truly are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like around people sometimes uh I may do it even though I may not like recognize myself doing it. I
Mhm.
try not to do it. I try to be the best self person I am. I just try to show off who I am as a person and not put on an act for other people to
Mhm.
say, "Hey, I look at me. I'm this cool guy." In reality, I'm probably not. To
Yeah.
them, I'm probably just an ordinary other guy.